True that. We have unfortunately also discovered the big dwarf faction that sits here. King of the Mountain. So he's gonna hate us a lot. Oh, and in news that also does affect us, Ostermark, a faction of the Empire, seen here, has declared war on our friends, Sylvania. And Sylvania's towns are starting to come up north a bit, so that's nice. We're going to have an ally next to us, another one.
Time to get out my slashes. The beardy gets in here.
That's our boy. So yeah, as soon as we discovered the High King of the Mountains, the High King of the Dwarves, he declared war on us. He hates us at minus 242 angries. So they approve that we have been raiding and trespassing against the Red Eyes, but they really, really didn't like us anyway. 100 aversion for being orcs and goblins. And they really don't like us because we're buds with the vampire counts. Vlad specifically. So yeah, that was unsurprising. They have 3 towns. So, an event has popped up. Those stupid gits have gone and plundered stuff from Boss Wass's name up there. We weren't meant to do that. We had made a pact and everything. What are we gonna do? So the Red Eye is who I'm about to attack, so I'm not going to make them take it back and gain positive relations with the Red Eye. I'm about to destroy it all by declaring war on them. I'm going to say sod it. That boss, what's his name, was a git anyway, and all that loot is lovely and makes a pile of shiny stuff even bigger. We're going to get 1,500 money. And lose a bit of diplomatic relations with them.
Such ingenuity, my lord. Using your scrap, you have successfully improved your battle capabilities. It is the mark of a most resourceful war boss to not waste good scrap materials, from whomever they may have been pilfered.
That tooltip didn't make sense to come in.
Magic. Can you sense the calm? Be wary, for the longer it persists, the weaker your sorcerers become.
So here we go. The winds of magic are weak, so it's at -5. So I think if we hang around here and don't use up any of our spell stuff, it will drain off the bar. But, you know, it doesn't really matter. The Gobbo Crackdown tech is complete, so all of our orcs are stronger. Let's see. A lot of what this guy's using over here is goblins rather than orcs. He does have some trolls in the defense. I think we're going to attack him despite his numbers being 11 plus an army of 14, so that's 25, and an extra lord on the side, so that's 26 versus our 20. I think we're gonna try our luck anyway. And we've discovered some more ogres. Somewhere all the way up here. Someone must have told us about them. Oh, here we are. That destroyed some of Kislev. So we need to be in a regular stance in order to attack. Make a quick save. Let's dive on in. Gonna have plenty of movement left at the end, so if we're in good condition, we're gonna try and sack this town before we occupy it.
Such an action would surely lead to war. As glorious as that is, proceed only if you desire conflict, my lord.
I do desire conflict. Declare war. Is that supposed to scare us? Ha 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 ha! So there we go. Thinks I'm going to be defeated. But I don't think I am. So, lots of forest goblins, which have poisoned attacks, some snotlings, some forest goblins with spears, some forest goblins with bows, some wolf riders and wolf rider archers, and all kinds of fun things. So what we'll try and do is we'll build some siege equipment, because a capital is a siege battle this time, our first one. And then if they let us, we'll have some siege equipment, and if they don't and then they attack us during their turn, that's fine too. Because I have to fight us in the open field instead of fighting us with their castle. They have to sally forth from their castle in order to attack us that way. So all the rest of this is about goblins, I think. Yeah. So I don't want more of that bit of tech tree. Specifically. So one thing I'm going to research, I think, nice and early on, if you can still call this early on, go faster. Someone tell those gits to move those legs faster, or we'll send the squigs after them. So an extra 10% campaign movement range for everything. And finally, I think I will hire that extra lord. So, what kind of lord are we going to have? I think personally I want quite a cheap army of goblins. So I'm going to have a goblin great shaman who can get a pretty cool mount later on, and a Ragnarok spider. We'll give him a better leadership aura size and some more leadership himself. So he's going to be a bragger. When you're clearly better than all the others, you need to shout the loudest, so everyone else knows you're the betterest. Seems legit. So I'll tell our little goblin shaman to
has
get in the
marched
town.
all it can, my lord. They must rest.
Yeah, thanks, bud. And then tell him to start hiring some goblin spearmen to start with. Let's see how our money does after 4 goblin spearmen and 1 unit of goblin archers. There we go, this is exciting. They did not attack me during their turn. It could still end up being a siege battle. So it's a mission to get more favour with one of the factions of orcs and goblins, where I need to assassinate someone who's standing all the way over here. So, not right now, but if I did do it, I would get a magical item for 45 armor piercing weapon damage, which is great, and the reputation. But it's just not within range of us right now. So even with the new troops, because of finishing the money buildings, I'm still like positive 900. So I'm going to fill this army out with 3 units of nasty skulkers, 2 more units of arrows, and see how we're doing for money after that. As for the siege, we have our battering ram built, but we do not have any of our siege towers built up yet. Let's wait for a little bit longer. The enemy are starting to lose troops through attrition from sieging them, but I do believe they start to gain defensive supplies if you siege them for too long. Ungrim's come over to see what the hullub is.